you might want to speak up just a little bit because it might be a little loud.
Yeah, I feel like it's zoomed in, but it's not. Okay.
We good?
Yeah.
All right, I'm here with Jamie's Elsewhere from California. Show him. So, just gonna have a quick interview with these bros real quick. All right, so what was one of the main influences you guys had for writing your album? They Said a Storm Was Coming.
I don't know that there was a lot of influences. We kind of just got together and wrote, and kind of the first stuff that came up was what really stuck. I don't think we really thought too much about what we were going to do with it. We just kind of did it.
Here's what he said. I think we just got together and wrote music the way we were writing together. That's how it came out.
All right, so I guess another question would be like, so I spoke to you earlier last year about this kind of like it was based on a dream you had once, right?
Yeah.
So can you maybe go in a little bit of depth about that and like kind of what exactly it was, like what you dreamed and like how it came into the album?
Well, it was a dream I had that I was on like a ship, and I knew that I was going somewhere for like a greater purpose, although I didn't really know what. And the ship capsized, and like right before I drowned, I woke up, and so I wrote the song "The Mapmaker" about that. And it was after that song was done that I had talked to everybody else, and we had kind of just discussed on what if we turn this into a concept album. So I kind of branched off a lot of the story from "The Mapmaker," which was one of the actual like first songs that we had written for the new record. So that's basically where that came from.
Sweet. So what's in store for this next year from now until the next year? What are you guys any fun plans? Any new things about the record that you guys said you might be working on? Anything you want to say about that?
Yeah, we just released a new EP titled Reimagine, in which we took 4 of our favorites from the record. We redid them in a very kind of down-tempo, very soft sort of way. We really showcased our kind of more musical, soft side. We're hopefully going to do another West Coast tour in May. We're going to take March and April, just really focus on writing. June we're going to Japan, and then in July we're actually recording our next record with Nick Sampson from I Am Abomination, so that'll be a lot of fun. And then hopefully just touring throughout the rest of the year.
So, so how did Jamie's Elsewhere come around? Like, how did you guys get together? Like I know you guys got a few new members in the band and whatnot. So, like, how has that all been like? This big changes you guys have had the last little while. Like, how is that? Have you guys been handling that?
Everyone from that history lesson.
I don't know, it's a long story, but from the beginning we had a lot of member changes. Now we have like a solid lineup. We're just sticking with that.
Awesome, dude. So this is your new drummer, I guess. Awesome. So how do you like being in the band so far?
It's amazing, man. Like, we get a bunch of dudes, get to tour constantly and meet new people. Super fun. Play music I love.
Sweet. So is there going to be any new changes to the album, to your new album? Like, what's going to make the? I know you guys don't want to give away too much. You don't know too much about it yet, but whatever. Like, is there going to be anything like new you guys are going to try and experiment with? Like, any bold new steps you guys might be taking in the new album process?
It's going to be a lot more symphonic and a lot more melodic, as opposed to just trying to be super heavy without any sort of melody. I think what we all kind of want to do is do something that's way more theatrical, just way over the top. But that makes musical sense. That's not just super heavy and then super poppy. That just is kind of like oil and water, doesn't blend together. We want to do something really, almost kind of like Baroque, really like dark circusy, kind of all kinds of weird stuff. So
Probably a lot more mature. So.
yeah,
More mature.
more theatrical.
Sweet. So you guys are just finishing up your East Coast tour. How is that? Anything you want to say about that? Any fun stories? Anything?
Yeah.
We were driving in which state were we in? We were in Ohio. And we were getting ready to go to the show. We couldn't find it because it was in some random barn on some random highway. Turned out to be a fun show, but we just couldn't find it, so we turned down this residential street, or Maddie did because he was driving. We had turned into somebody's driveway, and we went to, and he started backing up and realized that the street was just not wide enough to back it up with the trailer. And so he just kind of muttered to himself, oh, I'll just drive across their lawn to the other people's driveway real quick. And then as he did that, we were all just kind of like, but he had already started. We made it about 10 feet into their yard before we just created like a 6 to 8 inch ditch in their front yard, and we were literally 15 feet from these people's front door, just a van from California. And luckily they weren't really mad. They thought it was rather exciting because they said nothing really ever happens. But yeah, that could have been really bad. And there are some pictures that I will email you.
Well, is there anything else you want to say? Any last words you want to say? Anything? Final thoughts?
It's a hard one.
Keep it. New cities coming out.
Yep.
Might I add that Reimagine, totally good, brilliant. Love that you guys did that. Kind of showed fans and just other people that you guys aren't just like a heavy band. You also like to just do everything. So that was really good in my opinion. So thanks again, guys, for taking some time to talk to us and let us know what's going down. So really appreciate it. Awesome. I think that's about it.
Cool.
Later.
Bye.